Hey, mining family. Welcome to the mine. I'm Nemesis.
And I'm Relkin.
And of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Central Processing Units, CPUs, Episode 5. The Central Processing Unit is responsible for carrying out the instructions of a computer program.
There are many styles of CPU. The motherboard you choose will determine the CPU socket style that you want. Most mining motherboards have an 1151 socket, so we will focus on the CPUs that are 1151.
1151 compatible CPUs are manufactured by Celeron, Pentium, and Intel.
Celeron processors tend to be the most reasonably priced. The majority of them are low wattage. They may not be the fastest at processing, but for the purpose of mining, this is not a concern.
Yep. These are currently the most popular Celeron CPUs. The G3900 down to the G4920. These are all the series numbers that Celeron produces. And this is a Skylake on these ones, Coffee Lake on these ones. These are just different architectures, so there was different optimizations that they were doing. For mining, this makes no difference of what architecture you got. Dual cores, this doesn't really make much of a difference for mining purpose. I don't mine with my CPUs. There are a few algorithms that you can mine with on your CPUs, but I'm not concentrating on those. And then for the gigahertz, or for these right here, these are the speeds of how fast the CPU is. Now, if you're utilizing your computer day to day, you're going to be looking at these numbers because it's going to speed up or slow down how quickly your computer pulls a program up, shuts that program back down, and how fast that the program how well the computer itself overall works. What I look at whenever I'm mining, though, is the wattage. The 3950 has a good wattage rate. If these things are ever in stock, these are a great piece to pick up because of low wattage. Now, the one that I actually just went with are the G4900, as you can see right here. This one has 54 watts, so it's not really horrible. I'd like to have the 51 watt, but whenever I bought this was, of course, out of stock everywhere at the time.
Pentium processors are in the mid-price range. They do have faster processing speed, and the wattage remains low. This is a good choice if you don't plan to use it only for mining, such as in your system.
Yep. These are some of the most popular Pentium processors, the G4400 down to the G4620, from Skylake to Cabby Lake. These ones, like I said, are really ideal for mining just because of the 51 watts right here. As you see, I have a common thing. I like my 51 watts. Just because for every dollar I spend on wattage is one less dollar I make. And then you have the Pentium Gold series. These ones aren't too bad if you're utilizing your computer for day-to-day purposes. But for purpose of mining, not really necessary, just because of the fact that like their top dog one is 58 watts and then the other ones are 54 watts. But like I was saying, 54 watts is not bad. But I like to see the 51 watts. That's just more ideal.
Intel has the fastest processing, but it also uses the most wattage. They tend to be in the highest price range. Intels have 4, 6, or 8 cores. This gives the processor the ability to multitask. They are most beneficial for gaming or other intensive.
Yep. I mean, if I was gonna be gaming myself, I don't know about you, but I love my AMD. Much better for gaming. I mean, but that's just my opinion, though. But I'm an AMD fan for the chipsets, though. But when choosing your CPU, take in consideration the lowest wattage with the best processing speed. Lower wattage is important because it helps you decrease the amount of power you are using and makes you more profitable. Now, if you're going to be utilizing your computer on a day-to-day point, you're going to look at the higher processing speeds which means better performance. This is important, especially if you plan to use your graphics card at all for video, gaming, or anything else that you may need. And let me just switch over to here, and this is what one of the 1151 socket sets looks like. And this is the back side of it. They're pretty, you know, it's just a typical chipset, nothing special with them. One thing I do like about the Celerons is they come with their own little fan. So, like my AMD my Threadripper that I just bought, I love it, but it didn't come with a fan. Any kind of a cooler, nothing. They're like, oh, you like this? Good luck, yum yum, cool it later. Now, I don't mind these ones. They work pretty well. They're not really high wattage. The only thing that I don't utilize on them is right here, they've got their own thermal compound on there. I will take an alcohol wipe and wipe that off. It's all right. It's okay. But,
And I do not like Intel's thermal compound.
no, it kind of dries up, gets hard, gets crusty. That's why I tend to replace it with something that's going to have a better thermal conductivity, like Arctic Silver. I swear by Arctic Silver. I have been buying Arctic Silver since it came out. Every computer I've ever built has all had Arctic Silver in there, and if I've got to replace any kind of thermal paste on my graphics cards, I will replace it with, of course, ding ding, Arctic Silver. And of course, with that being said, guys, I hope that you guys learned a lot from this, and let me know in the comments down below, what kind of a CPU are you going to be looking for, and let me know why. Now, of course, drop it down there, and while you're down there,
Like, comment, subscribe, and even hit that bell notification down below.
and of course, we'll see you on the next one.